my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Oh, dear God, we are back. Oh, not me yawning as soon as I start. Oh my God. No, I can't yawn. I'm not sleepy. I am not sleepy. I am here to play a damn game. I'm here to play a damn game. That's what I'm here to do. Yes. Oh, I forgot how loud the music is. Jesus Christ. Oh, is there a way to fix this? I didn't mean to. Shit. I'm gonna need you to be a little quieter there, buddy. A little quieter. Jesus. I don't think I could hear myself think. Okay, well, damn. I don't know if anybody's here yet, so I guess I will just get right to it. Warm up a little bit. Yes, so last time, our good boy, Mel was just like, hey bros, my sister's kind of a freak, but let's not talk about that. And then I found this girl with white hair. She's really pretty, I think. So, and then Nellie's just like, hey bro, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw you. So let's just get back into it. I guess I'll start here. At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the house all had Abigail, so there were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from the daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own. And the white-haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When he heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer. Didn't really think this through, did I? I think I might want to give him more posh voices. I'm going to try my best with that one. I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably Mother's maid. White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly here to be a servant. And can you blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess. Hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more, to ascertain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. Damn, he's down bad! He wanted to have an actual conversation with her. I don't want to run into Mother. That would be awkward. He was heading toward his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back, and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her, the same girl, that same white hair. She appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansion's Abigails. There was no longer any fill to obscure her beauty. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Pardon me. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze and for a brief moment merely blinked at him in silence. Lord Mel, yes? Your father informed me of you. Did he? I guess I don't need to introduce myself then. I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell. And she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moment. I love how they describe their eye colors as She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all. Everyone here truly has the most beautiful color of hair. Do you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know, if you would like.
No, I was looking for you.
For me?
Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word, it resembled panic.
Lol. Hello?
On his way to find her, Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he genuinely had little trouble speaking with others. He had had less experience interacting with women, this was true, but the time he had spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then. Yes, for you.
Why would you be looking for me, Lord Mel?
I was wondering how you were doing.
Pardon? I'm quite fine.
Good. That's great to hear. You fool, Mel. What are you even saying? You have more important things to ask, like where she came from, or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. But I don't want to trouble her too much.
Lord Mel?
Yes?
Sorry, you just suddenly felt silent. Was I, in your way?
In my way? No, not at all. What are you up to?
I'm cleaning.
Well, yeah, I didn't even need to ask. He's such a boy failure. He's just like me for real. Ah, you're cleaning. Alright. You can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the nobles' daughters we took in, right? Then why is Mother making...
No, I'm doing this because I want to. The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could not simply be idle.
But...
I enjoy cleaning.
Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday...
This mansion is truly a thing of beauty. All the many roses in the garden, even the furnishing that has had a great deal of thought put into it. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject on me?
I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house.
Mother and Father actually had nothing to do with that. Not even the garden. That's all been around since my grandfather's time. This mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the walls were broken.
I can hardly imagine. This is a marvelous, impressive house.
I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent.
Huh?
I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, when you first arrived. No, never mind. Forget it. You'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid.
Damn, Mel! Chill, Mel!
She hasn't yet, has she?
Yes?
It's nothing. Oh god. He's so boy failure. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable. The truth is, it being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house.
Hello, Quick Tap. Welcome.
They say,
Ooh, the fuck was that?
that all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune. Do you believe it?
Why you gotta be so freaky, Mel? What the fuck was that? What the heck? Thank you, Quick Tap. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Mel got, he does have that unnoticeable riz. He has that boy failure riz. Welcome, everybody. Take a sip of your water.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. It's all rumors and hearsay, embellished to make the tale more exciting. The rumors only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away?
No. How did he?
Huh? The fuck? Come again? Well, I don't think he could come again. I think that was his last come. Jesus Christ, what? This stream's starting off crazy. Good, hello. What a good time to join. Inside a lovely lady.
What?
Believe it or not, that was how he died. Together with a young, beautiful woman. The fuck? His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say! Holy shit! A rather crude way to go. You're telling me? Jesus.
But he was hardly misfortunate.
What did I tell you?
Yes?
Just so you know, I promise I didn't inherit my grandfather's propensity for such base behavior.
Thank you, Mel. We needed to know that, yeah.
I am pure of body and spirit, dedicated wholly to my studies, so... Hey, she laughed.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself. That dress you're wearing, it was found here after my grandfather bought it. You don't see that kind of design around these parts, so I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old-fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eye. When he announced his plans to buy it, the entire family opposed his decision, but he refused to budge. Budge? Why that sound Irish? My bad. The fuck? Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion a new life, but of all his work, he was most fond of the roses in the garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. It took incredibly long to complete. There were even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land, but grandfather refused to give in.
He truly loved roses.
Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing every time someone calls this house Rose Manor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Perhaps the roses... Oh, sorry. Wrong person.
Perhaps the roses were meant for someone.
What?
I am simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all.
Indeed they do. If you like roses as much as Nellie, then you're welcome to go see them for yourself. Pick as many as you like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. Don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work.
No, I'm sensitive to sunlight.
Oh? That's unusual. Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I had no idea. That sounds rough. And your skin is so pretty too. What the fuck, Mel? Mel! You can't just be saying these out-of-pocket things, Mel. I need to chillax. Take it back. Take it back a few steps, Mel.
You don't seem terribly surprised.
What? Oh no, I'm very much surprised. Or would you have preferred a more dramatic response?
No, I expected you to find it disturbing. I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. That makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature.
Don't laugh at that, Mel! What the fuck? Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in the world as sweet as you. Oh my god, Mel! Mel!
Yes?
Are those other maids teasing you, perhaps? That black-haired one especially. She's... how should I put it? A little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right, she's one of Mother's maids too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried. Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth hellspawn! I can imagine her saying that. Oh, and again. Damn! He's sipping hard, dude!
I'm very sorry.
No need to apologize. In fact, I'd wish you'd laugh more.
She's actually very kind to me, and everything she does with incredible precision and efficiency. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here in the mansion?
Actually, she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. Right? He goes from charming to out of pocket. Like, there's no in between. He's either suave or like he's saying some crazy shit. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy.
I have never once considered her such.
Sorry, you're right. It's bad manners to speak ill of others. Either way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes, or like her smiles are all faked. That doesn't make her any less pretty, though. The conversation died. I had to think of something else to talk about. Yes? You can ask me anything. He's so down bad, dude.
Does the master, your father, Lord Mel, often retire from the mansion? I have not seen him around.
Oh, yeah. Father frequently returns home. This mansion is actually our secondary house. And why do you ask, though?
I was just curious. Nothing more.
Oh? Yes? What is it?
One of the maids asked me to see me, so I should be on my way, if you'll excuse me.
What? Alright. See you later, then.
Goodbye.
Damn! Oh, right. One moment. My mate. Why did I say like that? Since you're sensitive to the sun, I can pick some roses from time to time for you. For you to decorate your room.
Lord Mel.
That's all. Sorry for holding you up. Why am I so bad at this? She definitely thinks I'm obnoxious. I want to hide under a rock. I want to reverse time and try this over again.
Roses are not becoming of me. He is too kind.
Interesting. Really goes to you're pretty to yo-yo vampire or something. So very real. Oh, we're back in the church. You have my thanks, Father. And I apologize for being late today. Now that's something unusual. You not being punctual. Maybe next we'll go a whole month without rain. Do have mercy on next year's crops, Mel. You hyperbolize, Father. So, did something nice happen? Huh? You look like you're in good spirits. Do I? No, nothing. Something did happen, didn't it? It's all over my face, isn't it? People prefer an open book to a face of stone. So it is. People may prefer it, but it's not a good trait to have for social engagements. What? Not the kind of engagements you'll be having anyway. The fuck, priest? I'm sorry, don't look so dejected. For now, at least, there's nothing wrong with that. So tell me, what has you in such a joyous mood, Mel? You torment me so, Father. We've taken on another maid. You know how that goes, right? Someone new comes and things get lively for a while. All the excitement has gotten to me, that's all. Oh. Why are you looking at me like that? No reason. So, what family does the little lady come from? Oh, I don't actually know. You don't know? I was going to ask her, but I missed my chance. Yeah, you decided to talk about your grandfather dying while in another woman. Yeah, no. There's a lot of things you could have said, you know, just saying. Father has returned home, and I can't speak to Mother. I see. She's caught your eye, has she? Yeah, she has. But the truth is, you're more than just interested in her, are you not? What? No, You truly do enjoy tormenting me. Well, I should be getting home now. Mel. Yes? Make certain you find out where she's from. If you're genuinely interested in her, it's your responsibility to determine if she's actually suitable for you. Thank you, and excuse me.
Famous now? What do you mean? What do you mean famous? Shane, I love you. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Queen Homo, that's my first super chat! What the heck? Thank you! Thank you so much! I wish I had like a confetti thingy happening, but what the fuck? Thank you! Shane, shut up! Stop talking! Thank you for the $5! I will use this $5 to kiss, I don't know, to kiss, to love. Thank you. What the fuck? Thank you. I'm gonna cry. I see Cloud, yes I did. Anyway, let's get back to reading silly visual novels. Anyway. Nope. Real, I did not make it. Yes. Oh, so now the thing goes. Okay. A little late. It doesn't matter if she's from an esteemed family or not. No, I'm not in love with her. I'm just interested. This isn't love, no. It couldn't be. Why is it cut off? Oh, I gotta work on that, god damn it. Or maybe it's because it's too long of a name. Oh my goodness, some people are subscribing. Oh my gosh. This is me we're talking about. Besides, I hardly even know her. Young sire, blessed young sire, alms for the poor. It's the same beggar as before. I don't think he's moved since then. But he looks skinnier than last time. He's going to have trouble making it through the summer. I should give him something while I still have the chance. Alms for the poor, have mercy. Sorry, but this is all I have to give you. Thank you very much. Blessings upon you. May the Lord bless your soul, young squire. It's not squire, sire. Thanks.
I feel bad for him, but that's just the way of the world. Farewell. The skies are really clear. The sun shone fiercely down on the town that day. It was a characteristic of the area. Cloudy days and rain were frequent during the season, but the sun always took the stage the day after a storm. The cathedral standing tall in the center of town, the stone-paved streets clacking with a pleasant sound of footsteps, the people peering out from beneath awnings to look up at the sky. In Mel's eyes, it was as if they were all blessed by a divine light. Dude, a dog is barking? What the frick, dude? Doesn't he know that I am streaming? However, not everyone living in the same land was equally blessed. In fact, the blessed were far outnumbered by the Forsaken, even if their time would later come to be referred as the Golden Age. Elsewhere, back at the mansion, Molly was causing trouble for the Abigails. On a whim, she had decided to redecorate her bedchamber. Oh my goodness. Have fun with Minecraft! So she gathered the maids and put them to work, shouting orders and demands and complaints. Why is everything so loud right now? Oh my goodness, chill out. And she had not summoned only her personal servants, but others as well, including the white-haired girl.
No, not like that! How many times must I tell you? The tapestry goes by the door! I don't like the carpet's pattern. Is there anything else we could change it with? Hey, who put this ugly vase here?
Nellie appeared to be rather irritated, and it was the servants who bore the brunt of her frustration. Though if they found this similarly vexing, none of them showed it. She was a girl who spoke her mind, a trait particular to that time in history. Women of the Golden Age were so vivacious, in fact, that it inspired parody and satire in foreign countries. But no matter how hands-off her parents were, had Nellie had been born a generation earlier, or a generation later, she likely would have not been able to act so free-spirited. That day, however, Nellie did not seem to be her usual self. Though she always spoke her mind, it rarely went beyond being childishly adorable. It was unusual to see her in such a foul mood, not even a smile on her face. Uh-oh. Is she jelly? That's a little weird, girly.
Get rid of all of it! The carpet, the chair, the desk, it's all so ugly! Don't we have anything better? If we don't, then order it! Have it made! You can do that much, can't you? Hurry up and replace them!
Having only arrived that morning, the white-haired girl was unsure what she was supposed to be doing, caught in the middle of a flurry of maids and furniture and fabric. She chased frantically scrambling Abigails with her eyes and made attempts to help, but not being familiar with the work, she only ended up getting in their way. She probably felt that everyone would be better off with her not in the room. So when the maids ordered to get new furniture reading their way out of Nellie's room, she attempted to follow them.
You hold on a second. Yes, but you. Yes, you with the white hair.
However, Nellie stopped her before she could take her leave.
What?
I'm mixing accents! The white-haired girl turned back bewildered to find Nellie smiling at her. The corners of her mouth turned up into a self-assured grin. There was no trace of timidity or uncertainty in her demeanor. Her flaxen eyes seemed like they would look nice under the light of the sun. Almost the exact opposite of the white-haired girl. Hee.
I wanted to talk to you, actually. But Mother was never one to share. I asked her to trade maids, but she wouldn't have it. Trade? You mean for... Which is why I decided to completely redecorate my room, because then I would need some extra hands. But why? Because Mother and Father refused to tell me anything. Why is that? Who are you exactly? Where did you come from? Tell me, what house are you from? Why can't you tell me? If we took you in, you must be from a fairly decent family. As a member of the Rhodes family, I have a right to know. Do I not? You can't expect me to welcome a girl into my home who won't even tell me where she came from. I don't know anything about you. I haven't seen you at any parties. I came from another country.
She did? Wait, is she actually a vampire? Hold on. Hold on.
Another country? What country? Somewhere very, very far away. Oh? North of you? East? West? South? South. It's south of here. I crossed the sea to get here, which is why we have never met before. How far did you have to travel then? How many times did the sun rise, and how many stormy nights did you face? Innumerable days and nights we sailed, heading even further north. So tell me, Lady Nellie, that is a most wonderful painting. She just tried to brush me off. I won't let her get away that easy. Painting? It's in my room, so of course it's wonderful. But that one's especially so. You're both so adorable. You, Lady Nellie, and Lord Mill. How old were you when it was painted? Huh? Ah, that painting! Goodness, yes, you have a good eye for art. It is magnificent, isn't it? This was done when I was full on Mel was 7. You see how we're standing next to each other, holding hands?
That looks like a terrifying painting, actually. Very scary. Didn't like that.
I was too young to remember it very well, but Mel looks like he was really embarrassed. But standing there like statues makes for a boring painting.
Nellie explained brightly. Having completely forgotten she was pressed up against the white hair. What? How? Huh? She did a little twirl, stopping to face the portrait. Okay. Weird, but okay. Though many paintings lined the walls of her room, Nellie was most fond of the one of her and her brother. Two darling siblings standing side by side, the older brother smiling kindly, and the younger sister sweetly tilting her head, her cheeks the color of fresh picked apples. It was like the very embodiment of their happiness. A painting lays its subjects bare, you know. Fortune and misfortune, happiness and sorrow, enshrined on canvas for all to see. And this reflection is not merely limited to the point in time it was made either. Did you know, Master, that paintings are alive? They are drawn with a brush over an extended stretch of time, unlike photographs, which capture a singular moment. The two have their own individual merits, but a photograph is still while a painting moves. Portraits reveal both the past and the present state of those they depict.
Mel and I have always been close. I would sing songs for him, and he would teach me all about all sorts of things. He's so smart. Nowadays, Mel hardly even goes on walks with me, making excuses like, I'm an adult now. But we used to spend a lot of time playing together in the rose garden. I see.
The white-haired girl normally had difficulty smiling, but her lips naturally curled upward as Nellie remembered. Or sorry, reminisced. Oh, I can't read. The vision of the two happy siblings had probably swelled up in her mind, and I imagine there was a faint trace of envy in her heart as well.
Lady Nellie, you love Lord Mel quite deeply, I see. Yes, of course I do. Mel's smart, and he's studious, and he's incredibly kind. For my birthday, he gave me this wonderful rose necklace. The jewelry shop he got it from is famous because even the royal family makes commissions from the workshop. Hello? Workshop. So he had to have ordered it months in advance. Just for me. He's a prince. Oh? He's pretty charming, wouldn't you say?
Not really. He scares me.
That's why I call him my prince. But you know what? Mel is a terrible dancer, and he still hasn't got his feet on the ground yet, and he's so bad at interacting with girls. So there's no one else who would say that about him. He is quite the gentleman. I assume women would be drawn to him. Gentlemen, have you met Mel already? This morning, briefly. That reminds me, Mel seemed to know about her too. What do you think about Mel?
Thank you for subscribing.
As I said, he is a gentleman. That's not what I meant. Or mean, oh my god. Don't think I'll let you get away with putting any funny ideas in his head. What? Mel is too trusting. He's pure of heart. So I won't stand for you trying to take advantage of him. I would never. So you say, but you actually want to get close to him. I wouldn't dream of it, Lady Nelly. He is a man far beyond my reach. You aren't planning on doing anything, are you? Not at all. And you don't have any romantic feelings for him, do you? Well, do you? I have no romantic feelings for him, Lady Nelly. And you won't develop any? I will not.
And with that, Nelly gave a wide, satisfied grin. Nelly! Nelly! Don't! Oh, Nelly. That's your brother, homie. That's your brother. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even though one has no way of knowing how another truly feels, or how they might in the future.
You wouldn't, would you? Now that I think about it, there are plenty of other boys. You getting together with Mel is downright absurd. Indeed. But anyway, back to what we were talking about earlier. Your family, I almost forgot. You haven't told me exactly where you came from, or anything about your...
Lady Nelly, I bought a new carpet. Just look at the embroidery. The work of a true artisan. I'm simply in love with it. Surely we'll find it to your liking as well.
Wow, you're right. That's a Florentine stitch, isn't it? I wonder whether someone mimicked the style or if it was imported. Either way, a great find. Let's hurry up and get it laid out. Oh, and we'll have to see how the colors go with everything else. We have to finish redecorating quickly so I can show Mel. He'll be so surprised. What a wonderful taste you have, Nelly.
When the other Abigails returned, so too did the bustle within Nelly's room. As the white-haired girl watched, a faint smile crossed her lips. Perhaps it was from relief at having escaped Nelly's inquisition. Or perhaps what? Or perhaps what? Nelly, I'm back.
Did you eat something you're not supposed to, dearest Nell? You're unusually cheerful.
I'm the same as always. Anyway.
Never mind that, dearest Nell. Take a look at my room. I redecorated today.
So that's what you've been doing, hiding away in the house all day, Nelly?
How is that any different than what you were doing? You were in the church all day.
I guess. I will look at your room, I promise. But first, do you know where the new maid is? Now, don't get any strange ideas. I just haven't yet had the chance to introduce myself. Oh! He's lying! Lying! Liar! The boy's a liar! And I thought I should as a member of the family.
Except you have, and I know it.
Being the eldest son, it would be shameful if she were to pass me in the halls, not even knowing who I am, so...
Don't ask me.
What? But you were in the house all day.
She attends to Mother, so why would I know where she is? Though she did help me redecorate my room.
You made her help? That's work for the men's servants. There was no reason to make the maids do it.
Oh, so you're saying I should invite a bunch of men into my room?
I go into your room all the time, Nelly. And you were in my bedchamber just this morning.
Only one man is allowed in my bedroom, dearest Mel, and that is you. Unless you become a servant, which I will not stand for, I will not ask any of them for help.
Oh, Nelly, you ought to be a little more...
A little more what? If you're going to lecture me, I won't hear it.
What am I going to do with you, my little lady?
What? What? Why are you looking at me like that? We talked about you, dearest Mel. I'm not going to tell you what she said.
About me? What did she say? Please, Nellie.
She said she has no romantic interest in you.
What? Why did that even come up?
Because we're both girls. We talk about things like what kind of boys we like and who's the most handsome.
Okay.
Why do you look so downtrodden, dearest Mel? You look like a sad little boy who can't get his crush to notice him.
Oh my god, Nellie! Chill! They both cannot chill. They were born without being able to chill, I think. Jesus Christ. Craziness, the both of them.
That face is unbecoming of a prince, Mel. Are you interested in her? That's strange. You haven't even met.
I am not. It's just depressing to find out that someone you've never even met doesn't even like you. That's all. Damn. Okay.
If I'm going to make my move, I must do so soon. I don't have much time. The master of the house isn't around, so next in line would be him.
What the fuck is she doing?
That painting.
The fuck? What's happening? Da, 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 da. Real. What a break. Despite his near devastation by Nellie's news, Mel's flaxen eyes continue to wander in hopes of catching sight of the girl. By now it should be quite obvious to you what Mel was feeling. But the boy himself was having difficulty comprehending the things going through his heart. Emotionally, he was horribly unstable, like a ship without a sail. And still, every time he spotted the white-haired girl, his heart would leap, his whole body jitters with anxiety and excitement. He had never felt anything like this before, and as such, he struggled to keep these strange emotions in check. Whenever he saw an opportunity, Mel would speak to the white-haired girl. In days he was unable to, he either spent in secluded silence or distracted days. Oh, Jesus. Love is a curious thing. It has the power to change those who experience it. When he did manage to approach her, he tripped over his tongue. Again and again he talked to her, and again he stumbled. I imagine, if you were to take him to see a romance at the theater in his present state, he would cry just as much as little Nellie. Aww! We cry at tragedies because we draw parallels with our own lives. At least, that's what I think. Great tales of romance attain true gravity with the audience only when they are personally familiar with love. In any event, the white-haired girl was, as a result of this, visibly perturbed. She was delighted that he was being so kind to her, but confusion overpowered every other emotion. She appeared to be at a loss for what to do as he clumsily catapulted words and stares at her. Oh god. But Mel did not back down, though he probably knew not what caused such fiery emotion to erupt from within his breast. His breast! One's first love, in particular, tends to burn like a wildfire. Are you familiar with this sensation, Master? Oh? There she is. Is she cleaning? No, it looks like she's reading. It's now or never. Boo! Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Lord Nell, you very clearly meant to scare me.
Because you just wouldn't notice me. What are you reading? You look pretty engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked for permission.
It's fine. No need to apologize. Feel free to read whenever you want. And you're welcome to bring books back to your room if you'd like to spend more time with them.
But I was just amazed. that the mansion had a library. It must have been a lot of work to collect all these books.
There are some pretty old books in here too.
Your grandfather's?
Some that he collected, and some even older than that. Take a look at this. I think it's a diary, but it's not from this country. Or this century, for that matter. Maybe a feudal lord? Yeah, he's complaining about the quality of the harvest. Can this forsaken land only produce over sour grapes? If only the largest of the... Bonnie? Or maybe Bonnier. If only the largest of the Bonnier estates were mine instead. The land there is much more suitable to cultivation. There you have it.
You can read this, Lord Mel?
More or less. I've looked over it several times already, so that wasn't too difficult.
Why would such an old book be here?
I'm not sure. It and all of this was already here when I moved into the mansion.
Have you not lived here your whole life?
I was born at our estate. But to me and Nellie, this is more like our home. We moved when I was still young, and we've lived here ever since. Nellie and Mother have both grown quite fond of it. Father, though, often goes back to the house because he doesn't like all the roses.
By himself?
Yeah, well, sometimes Mother goes with him, but for the most part he goes alone. But don't get me wrong, it's not because they don't get along. In fact, they act more like teenagers in love than grown adults. It almost makes me sick having to watch it.
It is a wonderful thing to be so close, no matter how old they may be.
True, but still.
There are those in the world who cannot be with the ones they care for, as much as they may wish.
I'm sorry about that. Oh. Oh, Mel. Oh, that's right. The book. What were you reading?
I wasn't exactly reading. I do not enjoy reading lots of text, so I was looking at the pictures.
Is that so? You seem very cultured, so I thought you would be partial to reading. Perhaps you're actually more like Nellie and eschew your studies.
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed. But you like looking at pictures?
I do.
What else do you like?
What?
What do you enjoy doing? It can be anything.
I enjoy being told stories.
Stories?
Yes. When I was young, my father would tell me tales.
A classic picture enjoyer. Queen. What kind of stories did you like?
There was one about an imprisoned girl.
Tell it to me. Ooh, story time.
Once there was a girl, and she was locked away in a mansion deep in the forest. Hello! Welcome. A mansion with only one window. But the window sat high up on the wall, far beyond her reach. So it was always very dark inside, unlike this mansion. However, the girl did not like the outside world. There were lots of scary things out there after all. Although she may have been all alone in the mansion, she grew comfortable with the darkness in time, so she had nothing to be afraid of. And then, am I doing a good job?
You're doing fine. Keep going. What happens next?
Okay. And then, the girl grew up. By then, she had already forgotten why she was locked up, but she was content with the darkness. However, her eyes couldn't help but be drawn to the little bit of light that spilled through the one window. Though she was comfortable in the darkness, the sight of the light made her heart race. At first, the girl thought it was because she found it unpleasant, because she disliked the light on the outside.
Why are we sending angry faces? I said hi. Hello.
But slowly she came to realize that she was curious about the outside world. What could be happening out there? For all she knew, the town, the forest, the people, all of it could have changed while she was imprisoned in the mansion. But she had no way of finding out. So the girl decided to write letters and throw them out the window. What began as empty grasping became routine, continuing for several months until she was finally ready to give up. But then, a beautiful white dove flew in through the window. Tied to the dove's leg was a letter. Her heart racing, she read the words contained within. It seemed to have been written by a man. The letter contained numerous questions for the girl. It also said that if she attached her reply to the dove, it would bring the letter back to him. She was astonished, but she wrote him back anyway, taking care not to mention where she was. After having exchanged letters a number of times, the two felt very close to one another, as though they had known each other for many years, despite having never met. And eventually, the man
said he wanted to meet her.
Indeed. The girl wasn't sure what to do. Should she tell him of how she lived? Should she reveal where she spent her days? She was afraid if she did, he would cease to send her letters. She was sure he believed her to be a young lady of noble blood. Another girl locked away in a house deep in the forest. The girl could not bring herself to write a response. She released the dove through the window with nothing attached to its leg. And yet, it returned with another letter, written in the man's familiar hand. You must surely have a grave reason for your silence, it said. I would like to know that reason, and I would like to help you. No matter what it may be, you have my word. She deliberated. Though his letters were kind, she did not know this man. He was from the outside. Would he still treat her the same way when he met her? And did she even want to step out into the world beyond? What do you think she did?
Wrote a letter and agreed to meet him, right?
Yes, she did. The girl made up her mind. She would write a letter. And as always, when she tied it to the dove's leg, it flew off out the window. And for some time after that, she received no response from the man. This saddened her, but she thought it was for the best. She belonged in her own confined world, her world of darkness. But then one day, light shone through the mansion. The sealed door had been opened, and in the doorway stood a handsome young man. I have come for you, he said. The man was a prince from a neighboring kingdom. When the girl stepped outside, before her sat a magnificent carriage, the likes of which she had never before seen, accompanied by many servants. The prince, kind as in his letters, swore his love to her, and the two lived happily ever after.
Aw. I thought it was going to go terribly wrong. Ah, what a nice story. I'm glad it had a happy ending. The prince. Ah, Mel! Ah, Mel! Fuck, Mel! Ow! Ow, Mel! Hold on, I have to sneeze. Okay, excuse me.
Was there something funny about the story?
No, that's not why I was laughing. Do you ever imagine what it would be like if a prince showed up for you? Thank you!
Huh?
It doesn't have to be a real prince, even just someone like one. Is that something you dream about?
Oh, no, I think I'm perhaps a little too old for that.
You think so? Nellie still fantasizes about her prince, and she's 14. I just assumed all girls were the same.
Lady Nellie's prince? That's you, Lord Mel, no?
What?
Is it not?
I mean, we used to play make-believe a lot when we were kids, but I very much doubt she still thinks of me that way in earnest. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong, Mel. She's a little cray-cray about you. When she calls me her prince now, it's mostly in jest. If it weren't, that would be concerning. That would be concerning, wouldn't it, Mel, huh? Oh, that story. Do you know if it's a regional tale? One that's been passed down through the ages?
I am not sure. It could very well be of my father's own creation. You might think me conceited, but I think the story might be about me.
The girl trapped in the mansion is you? You haven't been locked up anywhere before, have you?
No, thankfully. I have never been locked up before.
Thank goodness.
But with an appearance like mine, I can sympathize with her being afraid of the outside world. I have at times imagined how wonderful life would be if it were only me and my father.
But the girl left the house in the end. If your father really wrote that story, then I believe it contains his hope for you to end up the same way.
Oh?
I don't have what it takes to be a real prince and whisk you away, but I can at least pretend. So, if it was your father's wish for you to see the outside world, then surely there's nothing wrong with you getting out and experiencing all the scenery that the world has to offer. I want to see the outside too. Or, to be more specific, other countries. So, if you'd like, we... Oh no! Could maybe go see distant lands together?
Nelly, you bitch! No!
Nelly, no! What the fuck, dude? Was she listening this whole time? Huh? Oh no, dude. Oh no, dude. Oh no, dude. This isn't good, bros.
Ah, dearest Mel, I've been looking all over for you.
Nelly.
Look at this, dearest Mel. Mother brought me these wonderful gloves to wear on walks. The roses embroidered on the worsted are just precious. Oh my, you're right. They are beautiful. You appear to be dizzy, Lord Mel. Are you feeling unwell?
No, I'm fine. RIP. R.I.P. the biggest cock block of the century. The biggest cock block of the century. Mel was feeling frustrated at his inability to convey his feelings to her. And as his frustration built up over time, he developed, I suppose you could call it a severe case of lovesickness. For several consecutive nights, he had been afflicted with a peculiar sensation, a presence in his bedchamber. The fuck? Death? The fuck? Death to the unholy one! What the fuck? Death to the heretic! Death to the witch! Kill who? Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. I'm gonna kill you. Okay. Man's voice. She's... Why, I never wanted her to die. Was she not eating? Seal off the tower. Understood? No one finds out about this. How can you be so calm? Don't you understand what you've done? Ha! Pinning the blame on me. How nice it must be to distort reality with panic. You're just as guilty as any of us. I never wanted her to die. The fuck? Is Mel getting like Raven visions? The witch killed her. The blood of the witch killed my blah 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 blah. Oh. Okay. Blood? Blood? A dream? What was that dream? It was horribly unsettling. I was holding someone, a girl I cared for dearly, in my arms, and she was limp. Uh-oh. It was almost as if she were dead. I've been having a lot of really unpleasant dreams lately. I can't stop shaking. Why would I have such a dream? I feel sick. Back to sleep. But I wonder, who was that girl? I can sense someone standing beyond my door. Is someone there? It's like they're watching me. Is it just my imagination? I can't move. What? What do you want? Go away. The sound is growing fainter. What the fuck?
Is that truly what your story meant, Father? But such a magnificent garden. Something we could never have had. Are my intentions misguided? What a beautiful white rose.
Ooh, pretty. You know, you could have sneaked into this room. You could have seen. Hello, me reading. You know, you could have sneaked into his room rather easily then. No one was watching.
How long have you...
Oh, you needn't pay me any mind. I shall not condemn you, no matter what you might do. Rather, I am on your side.
I was not going to do anything.
Oh? Is that so? Then perhaps you were out for a late-night stroll. I imagine you have less difficulties going outside at night.
I beg your pardon. I will return to the mansion immediately.
Oh yes, that reminds me. It was also the middle of the night when the grocer's servant broke into their safe. News of that spread quite far. I am sure you would have heard about it.
Huh?
Although, was Gamash? 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 I'm going with Gamash. Or Gamash. It's a G. So like Garage or Gerard. Going with Gamash. Fuck.
Although, was Gamash imprisoned?
Blah, blah.
Dear me, I am having trouble remembering.
But worry not. If you wish for it, the mansion shall provide. You are in no danger whatsoever of getting caught.
You said that a witch lives in the mansion, did you not?
I did. Gamash? Oh, okay. That would make more sense. Thank you. I did. Does that sound perhaps a bit archaic to you?
No. I believe those rumors mockingly refer to me.
Oh my.
I have been accused of being a witch before. Which is amusing. I don't have any magical powers. I simply have an unusual appearance.
Oh. Oh, that it turned red! Holy shit! My, what a lovely shade of red.
The rose.
Is something the matter?
This rose is white. Until I took it in my hand.
Is that so?
I apologize. I must sound mad. I'm sure I was just mistaken. It couldn't possibly have changed.
I wonder.
Yes?
Did the girl locked in the mansion become a princess?
What?
We should lock up and head to bed. Make sure all of the shutters are closed nice and tight, and then draw the bar from the front door. Damn! What's going on here? The house in Fata. Oh, it didn't do the thing like it usually does. You know what? Let's save. Let's save. Let's do a save. Let's save, please. Okay. I'm going to take just like a little bit of break because I need more water, and my throat is needing a drink. It is quenched. It needs thirst. No, I have thirst. Okay, BRB. Just a sec. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. I guess I swallowed like a lot of like air when I was talking because I got up and I immediately burped. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was just air bubbles trapped in me. We move on though. Move on. What do we miss? What do we miss? What do we miss? Shit. No, wait, that's not. Where can I see the... No. Oh, God. Backlog. Oh, this menu is very confusing. Okay. Slowly but surely, time trekked onward, everyone working toward their own individual goals. Each early summer breeze that blew through the garden was like God's hallowed breath, carrying the flowers' fragrance and through Rose Manor's windows. If only time could be stopped, and this beautiful arrow made to live on through eternity. As usual, Mel's eyes chased after the wet-haired girl, and Nellie pursed her lips in frustration at him. But she was still rather docile. Still, even taking into account how self-centered she behaved, how fickle her temper, Nellie's fits were still no worse than a playful kitten. Okay. See? At that very moment, our lively little feline had her claws poised to swat at the flaxen-haired young man. Mel, you promised me! Or have you forgotten? I haven't forgotten. I'm just asking if we can go on another day. Another day? This isn't something that happens every day. I've been looking forward to tonight's performance for so long. There's nothing I can do about that. We're having a gathering at the priest's home tonight. Several high-ranking officials have come up from the mainland just for this. Who cares? I care. You know, Nellie, it doesn't have to be me who goes with you. No, I want to go with you, Mel. You've been so distant lately, dearest Mel. You refuse to do anything with me. That's not true. Tell me, if you can't go today, when can you? When will you be willing to go out with me? When will you be willing to play cards with me, to have tea together? I can't make any promises. I have things to do, obligations. And Nellie, you're almost an adult yourself. Stop acting like such a child. I'm not an adult yet, I'm still a kid. If it means I don't get to play with you anymore, dearest Mel, then I don't want to be an adult. Nellie, you can't... Lady Nellie, the Master wishes to speak with you. Huh? Father does? What could he want? Go on, Nellie. You can't make Father wait. He's very peculiar about people keeping their appointments. Yes, he is. Unlike you, dearest Mel. What's got her in such a foul mood? Oh, thank goodness for small miracles. Nellie just won't seem to take me at my word lately. You mustn't be so harsh on her. She is your one and only, darling little sister. You're right, but still, she's taken it a bit far too far of late. Oh? I am not so sure. She does not seem to be behaving any differently to me. Am I the one acting differently then? You are. Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a favor? Me? What can I do for you? I was thinking. Physically, Mel was undeniably a young man, but the smirk that crossed his lips as he schemed gave his face the sweet look of a little boy. Or perhaps that was simply part of his charm, and it was not the age disparity, but his character that made his smile so heartwarming. What did he ask of me? You shall find out soon enough. Oh boy! It's cloudy. And thank goodness for that too. Though it would be even better if it were even darker out. I believe the textile shop was around here. Ah! Hi there. Lord Mel, fancy meeting you here? Yeah, what a surprise. So, what do you say we take this chance and go for a little walk? Since you're sensitive to the sunlight, we can keep our eyes out from shadowy areas as we go.
Yeah, you missed the first stream. But when we came here, well, we came to the mansion that Mel and Nellie were staying in, and it was all dilapidated and like run down. And we had lost our memories. But the maid, apparently we were the master of the mansion. The maid was still there, and she took us in. And then she decided to take us through a journey through time. So this is in the past. I was sent out to run an errand.
Don't worry about that. Come on, follow me.
Yeah, maybe we have an unreliable narrator at our hands.
I'm sorry. It, actually wasn't an accident. We crossed paths. I planned this out ahead of time. Asked to have you sent out on a fake errand. It feels like I'm always on alert back on the mansion. At the mansion, I can't read. Can't relax in my own house. It's actually kind of funny. Sorry. That was inappropriate of me. I just thought since the sun's mostly blocked out, it would be alright if...
I'm feeling just fine.
Of course, I'd get her out of the house, and I can't think of anything to say.
They are really cool. One of my favorites, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with the story. But I did read the reviews. And somebody said this was a storytelling masterclass, and it was overwhelmingly positively rated. Hello.
Hey,
Yes?
have you settled into life at the mansion?
I have. Everyone has been such a big help.
That's good to hear.
Indeed.
So,
Yes?
Nellie told me you helped redecorate her room some time back.
Ah, yes. That was shortly after I arrived. Well, what of it?
Yeah, that day Nellie told me that you don't,
I don't...
Never mind, sorry, it's not important.
Say it! Say it, Mel!
It is important, but I can't just ask how she feels about me. That would make it sound like I do, don't I?
Lord Mel?
Oh, sorry. Had something on my mind. It looks like it might rain again today. The weather usually gets better as the summer approaches. Not worse, like it has been.
It won't be a heavy storm, though.
No?
The wind is too gentle.
You can tell from that?
Vaguely, but yes.
Huh. That's impressive. I often leave the house unprepared, only to find myself sloshing back in the rain. You laugh a lot more than you used to.
Do I?
Yeah, and I'd like that. You look better with a smile on your face.
A smile suits Lady Nellie much more than I.
What? A smile and your smile are completely different.
Also, a smile suits you well, Lord Mel.
Do you really think so?
Oh my god, he's probably so happy. My heart. What am I supposed to do? Oh, that's not the right person.
What am I supposed to do in the face of a smile like that? So,
Yes?
knowing her, if I ask if I'm imposing, she'll say no without hesitation. Trying to cover myself isn't going to get me anywhere. Hold on a second. I never did get you those flowers like I promised. There was a single white rose blooming in the garden. I was planning to give it to you, but it disappeared before I had the chance. So, I'd like you to have this. It's not a real rose, but it won't wilt either.
Hello, welcome. Mel was holding an ornamental white rose.
white rose. It was an impressively detailed replica of the real thing, crafted by an incredibly skilled artisan's hand. It was, I imagine, made by the same craftsman from whom Mel had ordered Nellie's birthday necklace. The young man, who but a handful of days earlier had said he had no sweetheart, had come in to commission a present for a girl. The master of the shop must have been quite surprised, or perhaps they had given him a good laugh instead. It was for this moment that he had so desperately sought for time together with the white-haired girl. I'm doing good, reading a good visual novel, feeling the vibes, you know. Welcome. I don't know what you like, so I had to base it on my sister's tastes.
My apologies. I cannot accept this.
Is the design not to your liking?
No, I just...
If you're concerned about how much I paid for it, don't be. I just want you to have it. That's all. Please.
Why are you so kind to me?
Why? Because...
I'm sorry. I can't accept it.
A clear glint of flustered panic was visible in her red eyes. There is not a girl in the world whose heart would not flutter at the sight of this sparkling rose accessory. But her reaction was far from delight. As a matter of fact, there were traces of fear and apprehension in her countenance.
I beg your pardon?
Hold on! The look of distress on her face, the white-haired girl made to run off, but Mel grabbed her by the arm in the nick of time. At least, tell me why. Is it because you dislike me?
I never said...
Something's wrong with me. From the day you arrived at the mansion, it's like I haven't been myself. I've been strangely a flutter since then. Whether I try to study, or whether I try to read, none of it sticks. I'm just looking at pages of text, tracing rows of letters only for them to disappear as soon as I look away. It's all because of you. I
truly am sorry. Oh, thanks for stopping by. You too? Please don't be any more generous than you already have. When I'm with you, my willpower wavers.
What do you mean by that?
I'm so sorry.
Whoa, new art.
Pretty.
Wait! Mel's grip loosened for a moment, allowing her to slip free and dart off like a gust of wind, not giving him a chance to stop her a second time. The dumbfounded flaxen-haired boy stood frozen in place, left all by himself. The breeze, which the white-haired girl had called gentle earlier, felt faintly chilly, almost as if mocking him. It looks like she's even less fond of me than I thought. Aww. God, I'm crying. I'm pathetic. Well, if it isn't Mel, what might you be? Are you crying? I'm so pitiful. Sorry you had to see this. Think nothing of it. I passed by a girl just a few moments ago. She appeared to be rather distressed as well. Did something happen between the two of you? I wasn't good enough, it seems. Not good enough. That was the new maid I was telling you about before. I was, like you said, Father, I was keen on her. Quite. Enough to bring me to tears like a miserable child. But she rejected me. I don't even have what it takes to be a stand-in prince. Mel, I apologize for complaining to you about this. I'm completely hopeless. Mel, please don't try and cheer me up. I don't need any sympathy, No, Mel, listen to me. What? I've seen that girl before. What do you mean? But, She said she was a servant at your house, right? In which case... Yes, she is. Please tell me, Father, where did you see her? Why must you be so evasive? It was probably someone else. Someone else? You're saying you mistook someone who stands out as much as her? Father. She, and a man who I assume is her father, paid a visit to the church once. They came asking for food, their clothes in tatters. The two were emaciated. I don't think they were eating daily. Emaciated? Emaciated, not emaciated. What the fuck? Emaciated. What? Wait a minute, are you saying she's a beggar? But Father said she came from an esteemed house. Which is why I said I might be mistaken, Mel. She has a singular aspect, but it is possible there's another girl who looks similar.
Wee woos, wee woos, wee woo, wee woo. So much noise on the freaking street, dude. And I'm trying to stream. Deep down, though, the priest surely believed the opposite. And so he said sternly, like teach your pupil.
But you must be absolutely certain, Mel. Understood? You could not proceed any further without knowing her ancestry. May I visit the church, Father? By all means.
In the back of Mel's mind, a vision of the night of the storm, the night the white-haired girl arrived at the mansion, was surely replaying. She had been wearing little more than rags and covered in grime, hardly the appearance of a respectable young lady of class.
Have I been putting her through unnecessary stress? If she actually turns out to be nameless, to be rankless, no matter where she comes from, my heart is decided. I will not fool myself about how I feel any longer. No, I cannot fool myself. But how does she feel? What will everyone else think? I have to find out why she was welcomed into our house. Her lost mother, her father? No, if for some reason they don't know she isn't aristocratic, I'm better off not saying anything. But if they don't, does that mean that she's been lying to us? And to them? I have to find out. This time I must get answers.
Rio!
Oh.
No, absolutely not! You come back and the first thing you say is that? I hate you, Father! I will not stand for this! Why would he suddenly throw that on me? He didn't even ask for my opinion. No, I won't do it. I'm fine the way things are. I'm just fine. Dearest Mel, I need your help. You don't what?
Oh.
Want to get married?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. It's ramping up. The drama, the rising action.
This may seem sudden, but I confess that I made a grave mistake. My transgression is that I was unable to completely predict where this path we were traveling led. My hands were full dealing with my immediate day-to-day tasks, so I could do naught but pray there was happiness waiting in the future. Happiness for everyone who lived within Rose Manor. But I am but a mere maid. There are limits to what I am allowed to do. And furthermore, it was not my place to offer her my hand. Roads, such as the one we are following, have a way of diverging with little warning. And if you do not turn the wheel exactly right at those sudden forks, you may end up somewhere horribly off course. I was well aware of that fact, which is why I thought that what I did was for the best.
It's happening again. I made sure the door was closed, but I can sense someone standing there. Someone watching me. Footsteps. They're looking down at me? I want to open my eyes, but I can't do it. Curses. You're just going to leave without doing anything, aren't you? Then hurry up and get out of here. Free me from this torture. No, tonight they're on my bed now, looking down at me. My neck. I can't speak. I can't move. Uh-oh. These cold fingers. That soft breath. Uh-oh. Why? I can't move. I can move my body. But that's not what's important right now. Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, broskies! Uh-oh, broskies!
You smell of roses. The scent of a waterfall removed from Mars.
He made to grasp at the sight before him, only to realize he could not. The pressure of her cold fingertips wrapped around his throat robbed him almost entirely of the ability to breathe. Why? He suddenly mouthed the word. For that moment, at least, her melancholic ruby eyes were focused wholly on the flaxen-haired young man. In them glowed a faint flicker of willpower, and a continuously burning agitation that roused her to action.
I told you to stop being so kind to me.
Why?
It will all be over soon. Please don't make any noise.
Why?
To put an end to this family. You are my only...
Why are you shaking?
What?
Upon hearing Mel's words, the strength drained from her slender fingers. He had not been questioning why she would do such a thing. There was, of course, a trace of bewilderment visible in his eyes. But he did not shout, nor did he tremble in fear. He instead expressed concern for the young woman who looked like a concerned rabbit.
I am not shaking.
You are. I can see it. As he slowly regained his breath, Mel's voice too grew clearer. Conversely, the red-eyed girl's grew progressively more faint and raspy. You are not doing this because you genuinely want to. There's some other reason.
This is what I desire.
Have you been to my room before? You have.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll be damned. Tell me, why are you shaking? You're not putting any pressure on my neck.
Why haven't you run?
Because I cannot fathom why you would do this, so I'm not afraid. Do you hate me so deeply you want me dead? Do you despise me to the point you would be willing to take my life with your own hands?
No, I don't.
See? Like I said, there's another reason. If it isn't because you detest me, then tell me, why is it?
I am sorry. I will leave your room now. I will do my best not to bother you any further. So please forget anything ever happened.
Do you think I'm just going to say okay and let you go? Why can't you tell me the reason?
I'm sorry.
Alright, then I'll try to guess.
What?
It has something to do with your lineage. You're troubled by it somehow, am I right? I thought so.
How did you know about that?
The priest of the church told me he had seen you before. He also told me, a little about your origin. But that's all I know. The only difference between us is social rank. I don't know what would cause you to do this. Please, tell me who you really are. Tell me why you came to the mansion, and why Father allowed you to be a maid. I haven't said anything to Mother and Father. If you're hiding the truth from them, they still don't know. But I want to. I won't get mad at you or have you punished. I'll even swear to God if you like. I want to be the prince who whisks you away.
Mel! Oh, Mel, man! Fuck!
I want to be like the prince who rescued the girl from the dog mansion and showed her the world. I know I'm not that dependable, but I want to help you.
Why do you show me such compassion? Why do you treat me like this? I have my hand around your neck.
Why? I thought it would be obvious. Or have I not expressed myself well enough? I love you. Every time you push away, it crushes me. I didn't even know my heart could feel such distress. If you dislike me and don't want to be with me, then, well, I'll just have to live with that, as much as it may hurt. But if you have some other reason, some weight on your shoulders that you can't share with anyone else, tell me. I want to help you. There are other options. Things we could do about you.
No, that's not it.
Huh?
I've tried to hate you so many times. So yes, there's more to it than just social status. But I can't do it. I couldn't make myself do it.
What do you mean?
I had so many chances, but I couldn't do anything.
Stop barking! This is a dramatic scene! She spoke in a stifled voice, as if every word had to fight to escape her lips. She appeared so fragile, so precarious looking down at him that it seemed as though, if a gust of wind were to whisk through the room, it would blow her away completely. Her pale fingers were trembling, like she had tried to squeeze them again and failed. However, her hand did not pull away from his still slender neck. Her hand is so cold. He did not challenge her, but simply kept his eyes affixed on hers, as if carefully watching to see what she would do next. I'll say it as many times as I must. I love you, and I wouldn't be able to accept losing you without knowing anything. So please tell me the reason. I'll see to it that you're taken care of.
Those are the words of a man of means, Lord Mel. Of someone blessed enough to have pity for others. You are a foolish young man. You know nothing. But the greatest fool of all is myself. If you agree to punish me, I will talk.
Tell me. Her long white hair and his soft flaxen hair touched. For just the briefest of moments, it appeared in the darkness as though they had fused together. The white-haired girl, having finally gathered the courage, began to slowly tell her tale.
On the night of the storm, I paid a visit to Rose Manor, this mansion. My father and I were always on the move, traveling across the land by foot, so it was only recently that we heard rumors of Rose Manor. There were several reasons we couldn't stay in one place. First, it's my unusual appearance. People often find the color of my skin or eyes disconcerting. So after living in one place for long enough, unsettling rumors would begin to spread, forcing us to leave. Another reason was my father's line of work. He painted pictures for a living, but he had trouble finding a patron, so he had to work day to day. When he was no longer able to find work in a city, we would move. We were birds that migrated without a flock. When we arrived at this town, my father was exhausted and weak. That was when we learned of Rose Manor, and the family who dwelled within it. Rose is a name my father could never forget. He was long ago a painter in service of the Rhodes family.
Hold on. Your father was an artist here?
Yes. It was before I was born, so you probably don't remember, Lord Mill. So, you knew about us before— oh, fuck, this is the wrong person, fuck.
So, you knew about us before you came here?
For as long as I remember, I have known the name Rhodes. My father was chased from your house, just because he didn't like something he painted. Having failed the Rhodes family, no one else would become his patron. Just as good as reputation spreads, too, so does a bad one. Branded once as a failure, no one will take you in ever again. You nobles throw your parties and spread your gossip about this painter, that sculptor. The rose you tried to give me is an example of that. It was certainly crafted with skill, but the jeweler has only known because some aristocrat spoke highly of him. My father's paintings were no less skillful. His was a talent that could not be easily imitated. But no one was willing to separate the art from the artist.
Damn, that's real! That's so real! That's so real, actually! That is so real. Anyway. Listen to her. Anyway, move on. We're moving on.
The Rhodes family stole everything but my father. But he was thrown out onto the streets. His only skill was painting. That was all he could do to earn a living. What little money we had for food he gave to me. He did everything he could to ensure my survival, even at the expense of his own well-being. My father passed away in this town. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his fingers through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. If I had a normal appearance, I'm sure life would have been much easier. He was always telling me how sorry he was for making life so hard, even though it's not his fault I look like this. I disdained the Rhodes family for putting my father through such hardship. I imagined he was still living in decadence, acting as though nothing had ever happened. No, he wouldn't even care about the fate of one simple painter. Our lives meant nothing to you, and so I sought to bring misfortune upon you.
And that's why you tried to kill me.
In truth, I had wanted to take the master's life, but your father spends so much time outside the mansion, and so...
You're right. If they lost me, it would put my family in a very difficult position.
That is the whole of my tale. You now know about my father, and how I feel about you. Having told you of the blackness in my heart, I cannot go on living like nothing has changed. Please, give me punishment.
Why? Why would you have me put the one I love through any more misery?
I am not fit for your affection. Not only because I am not aristocratic, but because every time I spoke with you, I did so holding this darkness in my heart. Does that not unnerve you?
In the end, it was my family's actions that caused you so much suffering. Would that your father was still alive. Perhaps I could have done something. I'm sorry. And besides, you hesitated. You didn't actually kill me. What am I to even punish you for? As you said, you had countless opportunities, but you could not bring yourself to do it. Tell me, why couldn't you kill me?
Because
If it's because I've given you enough reason to have even the slightest bit of interest in me.
Nothing was as I envisioned it.
What?
I assumed the residents of Rose Manor would be cold, people who believed that wealth and rank mattered above all. But on the night of the storm, the mistress was the first one to extend a hand to me. I arrived at the mansion disguised as a beggar. Actually, disguise is not the right word, as many nights I only survived on the generosity of others. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant.
So that was Mother's doing.
I could scarcely believe she would invite a stranger into her home, that she would treat a stranger with such compassion. I thought she perhaps knew who my father was. But I had never met any of you before, so she simply must be that kind-hearted a woman. And the mistress continued to treat me with kindness, despite my disquieting appearance and the darkness in my heart. In time, I began to grow less and less sure of myself. What was I meant to do truly right? Were the things I felt truly justified? But it was a certain fact that my father was here, and that he had been chased out. So I decided I should take your life, to put an end to everything before I wavered any further. And then... You were too kind to me. It's all your fault. Because you laugh with such affection, because you give me smiles like that, because you say the things you say. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm so happy to hear that. despite the unusual circumstances. Please, don't say you want to leave. Don't ask me to punish you. I couldn't do anything for your father, but at least allow me to do something for the daughter he cared for so dearly.
You are far too kind-hearted.
I'll be happier with you around. You can become a real aristocrat.
Huh?
There are families that would be willing to adopt you, especially knowing if it would bring them ties to the Rhodes family in the near future.
Are you saying...
As long as you're okay with that, of course.
I don't understand. How could you possibly say that? I have my hand around your neck even as we speak.
It seems reasonable enough to me. I'm desperately looking for some way to not have to lose you.
But I couldn't. I don't know any etiquette or social customs. How could I...
You can learn all of that. You're pretty and naturally graceful. You'll do just fine.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was so engrossed with the story. Thank you. I try. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, how to explain the right rose turning red. Yeah, right. I'm guessing that she doesn't know. Well, obviously she doesn't know. But who did her dad fuck, right? Like, who's her mama? Like, she could look like exactly the same as her and actually be a witch. She could have inherited that stuff, you know. What can we say? Only time will tell. You are such an aristocrat, Lord Mel.
What?
The way you can come up with compliments so easily.
Oh, God. Sorry, I hit something. Only for you. Nellie says my poetry has as much charm as a dissertation.
I don't understand, Theodore. It puts me to sleep.
You laughed. Thank goodness. Keep smiling. You don't have to stop. A smile on your face is a smile on mine. No matter how deep the darkness has taken root in your heart, it can always be removed.
Damn, Mel. Literally, he confessed his all it took was for his crushie to, choke him out, and then he just started being, Riz Master. That's all it took. That's all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
I believe people are capable of forging their own futures. What do you say we go to the theater sometime? I promise I won't sleep through it. At the private theater, we can get seats at the far end of the second floor, so you don't have to stand.
They would be pretty loud. Oh,
wrong person. There would be pretty lavish seats, and it would give you a chance to experience the noble life.
But...
Please, don't be shy. I can have clothes prepared for you. I'll ask one of the maids who can keep a secret.
Say, the one with the black hair. She kind of scares me, though. Oh, shit, this is still the one... I can't read!
Say, the one with the black hair. She kind of scares me, though.
I don't know what I am supposed to say. How could you show such compassion for me? I tried to inflict harm upon you. Am I allowed to feel such joy? Yeah, no, she's literally has her hands around her neck, his neck, this whole conversation, man.
For every day you suffered, a day of happiness. That's how it has to be. So stand by my side.
He softly whispered the girl's name. For several long moments, her lips trembled in trepidation, but in time she squeezed them together and made a smile. He wrapped his hands around her unbelievably slender, frail frame. There we go. Holding her tight in an affectionate embrace. Hooray! Mel approached me the next day. He explained to me the course of events, and then asked me to dress her up more beautifully than any noble girl had ever been. She was already a very pretty girl, so even without much effort on my part, simply putting her in a dress, she radiated beauty. I was quite partial to her smile, so I agreed to help, thinking that if it would lead to their happiness, I could ask for nothing more.
I had never anticipated what would happen next, though. Perhaps my hopes were unreasonable after all. Ooh, baby! Ooh, baby! Alrighty, folks. I think I might have to end the stream there. My voice is getting rather tired, and also I do have things to do upon the hour, but I am invested now. So you will see me here another time. Hopefully soon. Also, we hit 7K. What the fuck? Like, are you guys crazy? Holy shit. Like, I was at 5K, like, not even, like, a week ago. And then everybody decided to come here, and now I'm scared. Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, dude, I feel like every time I stream, I get another milestone, which is crazy. But I don't know, I hope you guys stay around. It would suck to keep going and lose you guys, but thank you for coming and looking at my cover and enjoying it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for 7K too. I hope we keep growing and we get a nice little like cute community here that's wholesome, kind, a little silly, and we treat each other nice and we're not creepy. Anyway, can't control everything. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Queen Homu. She stayed for a little bit, but she gave me my first $5 super chat. Those $5 will go to a great fund, and that great fund is me probably getting McDonald's after this. So, thank you. I'm joking. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining. Okay. Hold on. Let me get the YouTube page open so I can actually end the stream. Don't mind me. I am a little scuff, but like, we don't worry about that, okay? That's the charm of this channel, okay? Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, wait. What are we waiting for? I'm waiting. I am waiting. If you do not say what you need to say in 5, 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6 and a half, 6 and 3/4, 6, 5, 4. Oh my, you did not need to do that! You did not need to do that! What the heck? What the heck? You did not need to do that, thank you! Thank you so much, Nick, what the fuck? Oh no, I hope this isn't a fucking trend. I hope people don't give me money just to see me flip out. Good God. Thank you. Thank you so much for being so generous. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay, well, damn. I can now have 2 burgers. Thank you. Actually, I am not a burger girl. I am more of a, I will literally only get McNuggies and fries. I am a McNuggie bitch. They have me by the throat. And I love them. Anyways, I'll go buy McNuggies in everyone's honor tonight. Thank you so much for being so generous. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining. Goodbye! Wee!